Welcome back to the Pack Fresh podcast, where we talk about all things Pokemon TCG and give you a little peek behind the curtain of what it's like to be a seller in this crazy hobby. And today we have a very requested episode. We're going to be ranking every single set from Sword and Shield. This is an interesting one. This list was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
A lot of sets in this era.
Yeah.
This is the second installment of this mini-series. Of course, check out the other episode where we ranked all of the Scarlet and Violet era sets from worst to best. Sword and Shield era was from February 2020 till January 2023. Started with the base set, ended with Crown Zenith. There's really two distinct eras within the Sword and Shield, right? Because about halfway through, a little after halfway through, they came out with the trainer galleries that really changed the game. The trainer galleries, Galarian galleries,
And
really,
the alt arts. When they
and
started
alt
putting in alt arts, it was
a huge growth in set depth for Pokemon. So that's part of what makes it so difficult.
Yeah, and there's a lot of, I think, when people are thinking about and reading and listening to our list, I think a lot of people are going to have their own personal, like, that set torched me, so I hate it, right? Like their own personal bias towards things. But I tried to really look at the art. Of course, this is my list and your list.
Yeah.
But
people might ask us, they might say, what are you ranking these on? Are you ranking this based on investment value, art quality, pull rates? No, none of the above.
I'm strictly vibes.
It's just, what do we think about these sets? It means nothing, but it'll make for a good episode here, hopefully. So we can get into, the bottom part of the list here. We'll start with the worst set that we think of the Sword and Shield era. This is the bottom of the barrel, the black sheep, the outcast, the brick. And honestly, if Wash has a different answer than me, I think we just really need to roast him in the comments on this one. I'm starting this out with Rebel Clash. That is,
yeah, I mean, this is one of the worst sets of all
ever
time in Pokemon history. There's nothing in there.
No,
it is tragically bad. I tried to, because there was a few times in the Scarlet and Violet that I was like, oh, that set's really bad. And went and looked at the set list and looked at some of the arts. And then I was like, there's actually some nice cards in here. This one, not really so much.
Not as much.
There's not much to be had here.
A gold Galarian Berserker is your chase card. We're not chasing much out of this set. So
yeah, it's best if you're getting into the hobby and you're looking for a set to rip. You see Rebel Clash out there and you're like, that sounds pretty cool. It's not. Don't worry about it. We'll move on to the next option.
It's really, highlights of that set outside of that Berserker being the best card, right? The full arts are probably the strongest part of the set, which is not where you want your hits to be. You have the melodic, you have
some of the trainers like the Sonya, I think, is pretty popular. The boss's orders with Giovanni.
The Ninetales is also a pretty sick looking card.
The Ninetales is pretty cool.
Full arts,
but it's still
not enough to carry a set.
No, it really isn't anything special there.
Well, and there's 17 sets, so that's number 17. Now we'll get into number 16. I had base set. Sword and Shield base set is my number 16.
Okay, I did not.
Oh, we see.
We're already differing.
If you watch back to the Scarlet Violet, Wash and I only had the worst and the best set the same. Everything else was different. So we're hoping we line up on more of these than we did in that episode. Where do you sit at number 16 here?
My number 16 is Darkness Ablaze.
Darkness Ablaze. Okay.
Yeah, it's, for me, I get there's a Charizard in there. I'm just not the biggest Charizard guy. And when you look through this set, the Charizard is just a VMAX rare. It's not even a full art. It's not an alt art. There's really, it's giving me Rebel Clash vibes, right? Like, you literally have the Charizard in there to like bump it just above there. I like the Salamence is okay, but aside from those, it really doesn't do much for me.
Yeah, no, I understand why you would rank it like that. I think the base set Sword and Shield, I feel kind of the same way. It's really the Snorlax Island Rainbow card. That's the biggest hit in there. They have the Snorlax full art. Outside of that, a lot like Rebel Clash. There's not really a chase. A few more popular Pokemon in the
Mhm.
set, but nothing that really stands out. That Snorlax Island card is a sick card. I like it.
Phenomenal.
It still ranks it in the bottom for me. So that's where I put that at number 16. But we weren't far off because my number 15 was Darkness Ablaze.
That's interesting because my number 15 was base set and the Sword and Shield base.
We're so close.
Yeah. I like Snorlax more than Charizard. The Snorlax card I think it's actually pretty dang good. Um and that is what pushed it ahead of the, you know, Darkness Ablaze for me. It was that's really the one thing. Outside of that, the Lapras is okay. I like the Sableye, pretty cool. Marnie's cool. So I had a few more cards that I liked, but still, again, these are bottom tier sets for the era.
I agree. And, like I said, they had an unfair advantage. There was none of the trainer galleries, no alt arts still. It just goes from full arts to the rainbows to the golds, full arts, trainers, rainbows, golds.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you had. I pushed the Darkness Ablaze ahead of the base set just because of the Charizard. I mean, Charizard's always a great chase. It's like you said, it's nothing special, but they didn't have alt arts at this point, so that was the chase. The gold cards, there was nothing great in there, and even in the full arts, I mean, outside of the Crobat V at the time was like a pretty playable card. Set wise, art wise, it just was like meh. So I do agree. It was kind of cool. Also, there's not a lot of sets where the hit card is in the front half of the binder. So that's kind of unique to Darkness Ablaze as well. Kind of why I put it there. So that puts us number 14. What'd you put at 14?
I really struggled with this. There's like the next three I really, really had a hard time with.
Okay.
Actually, the next four, really.
Okay.
I ended up on this one at Vivid Voltage.
Mm,
I like Vivid Voltage, and they did a special thing that they didn't really do too much after this. The Amazing Rare never
mm,
really took off, but it when we rip these sets now, they're cool cards.
yeah.
I don't think that it's anything to like really write home about, but there's some cool cards with that, and I love a Pikachu,
Yeah.
so it's tough. But outside of that, it's just not a very good set.
Yeah. No. For number 14, chose Battle Styles. I put Battle Styles at 14. You have the Food Coma T-Tar. It's a great card. I
It
am a
is.
big fan of that card. The Mimikyu V in the front half of the set. I like that card as well. And outside of those two cards, I'm not an Urshifu guy. Is kind of whatever for me. Like the rest of the set just kind of fell flat. None of the gold cards, I'm not Octillery, Houndoom, I'm not really chasing those. So there was nothing really there outside of that T-Tar card. And honestly, for me, that's why I put that at number 14, which same reasoning behind why I put Darkness Ablaze ahead of base set. That is also why I put Vivid Voltage one step ahead of Battle Styles because Pikachu's the main chase. And it's just like a little bit more, it's like the same thing. There's like nothing really to chase in the entire set, but you're chasing a Pikachu. So that is going to be my number 13.
Okay. We're gonna start differing a lot. My number 13, this might ruffle some feathers.
Hmm,
Champion's Path.
okay.
I think this set is garbage. As a whole, it is bad. The only saving grace has two Charizards. The Rainbow Charizard is like fine, but it's that Charizard V, the shiny Charizard, that I really, really like that card. If that card did not exist, this would be lower on my list even. That one kind of pulls it up a little bit, but when
Okay.
you look through the set list, there's really not much here. And there's nothing really that I'm like, I'd really like that card in the binder. Outside of that Charizard, it's really the only piece in there that I'm kind of grasping onto, and that's really all there is to say about it.
Yeah. I mean, this is really going to throw our lists apart here with that one. So that's interesting. I mean, we were just a little bit off there, and now we'll see how the rest of this goes now. That's kind of crazy to me. That's crazy. That's crazy. I got okay. All right,
I
I'm back.
also wasn't in the hobby very heavily when Champions Path came out, so I didn't have the like Champions Path fever that a
Mm,
lot of people had. So
let's see that.
I look at it without that like I don't want to say nostalgia, but like that memory in there.
I then go, so number 12, put Pokemon Go. Just set fell so flat for me. I thought when I heard Pokemon Go, I said, this is going to be a great opportunity. Pokemon Go was huge at the time. You can cross card collecting with the Pokemon Go game and the codes that you could put into the Pokemon Go to get items. And it all came out and it just blah. It's like, you can put in these codes and get stickers. I'm like, what a miss. What a huge miss by the Pokemon team on this one. And also the card art is just, it leaves so much to be desired. I mean, you're chasing a Times Square Mewtwo. It's okay to me. I don't know. There's nothing like to write home about. I think the Conkeldurr is a cool card in that set, but it's, what is he? He's like a goalie. I mean, it's whatever. Like nothing really that I want to chase in that set. And on top of that, I would say out of that entire set, my favorite card is the Ditto cards, the sticker peel Ditto cards.
I love the Ditto. I love
That
a good Ditto.
when that came out, I know no one had like there'd never been a Pokemon card like that before, and so I still have hundreds of them to this day because I think long term the sticker cards are good. It's going to be kind of unique, and still to this day people didn't even know about them. I had a guy like last week that was like, I didn't even know about this card. And then someone was like, oh, check your bulk. And so he went back and he found some that he had that he missed when he first did it because you could only tell by the little purple ditto down at the bottom by the card number. And I think that was really cool. Outside of that, the Radiant Zard, this is when they started putting like some Radiance in the decks. Radiant Blastoise. The Radiants really were the best cards in the set to me, and it just wasn't kind of enough to get that going. I do have a collection of the Radiant Zards. I was trying to collect every language printed. I have like 7 of them, something like that, all different languages. They're really cool. Outside of that, yeah, the set just missed big time for me.
So funny enough, my number 12 is also Pokemon Go. I actually wanted to put this higher. Kind of battled with myself a little bit. I think it's a charming set. It's not a great set by any means, but I was huge into Pokemon Go when it came out. I absolutely loved it. I mean, it brought me back together with some old friends, and like to this day we still talk and stuff like that. Like it was awesome. And like going to parks that like literally were always empty. You would just like go there and there's hundreds of people there. And it was really cool. It was a really cool thing. And so like when I saw the set, I was like, "Oh, that Pokemon Go, that's sick." And some of the arts, I get what they were doing, right? Like they're supposed to emulate like what the Pokemon would have looked like in the real life through it. It just missed a step there. But for me, that Mewtwo in the city is like so cool because it is like pulled straight out of the original teaser for Pokemon Go. I remember when they dropped that trailer, it was just like, that is so cool. What a sick idea. So like them making that like the chase card of the set, I don't know, it really connected with me. I love it. So that was like where I was like, okay, I'd like to put this higher, but then it was just at the end of the day, there's just better sets,
Yeah.
right? And that's kind of where I ended up with it. I do like the Dragonites a lot. The Dittos obviously are really cool. I think that's like a really cool thing. And the Radiants, like you said, I like those as well.
Well, we might be on our way to setting a new record because we're already at two. Two matching sets is kind of crazy. This is gonna get interesting here. Number 11. What'd you have at number 11?
My number 11, and this was again, I I could have interchanged this in Pokemon Go. I have Shining Fates.
Mm.
I just don't. Again, it's another Charizard. Just it's fine, right? Like it's just the same Charizard card. It's the same artwork that they used like 10 times. I don't know. It's fine to me. The set's okay. I do really like shiny Pokemon. I just think the choices for the shiny vault in this set were not amazing outside of coughing. If there wasn't coughing in this would probably be like lower on my list. Like It's just I don't think it's very good. When you compare it to Paladin Fates and Hidden Fates, it just leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, like, some of the full arts are okay, but again, I'm not picking up a Shining Fates pack and I'm, like, super stoked to rip it. So that's why I have it there.
I totally agree, and that makes 3 that we
Wow.
won on. I also have Shining Fates at number 11 because 122 cards in the Shining Vault outside of you chasing the Coughing and the Charizard. I don't want any of the other 120. There's nothing that the Pokemon that they printed in the Shiny Vault just missed the mark for me. I also am a huge fan of the baby shinies. I think all the baby shiny sets are pretty killer. They're so fun when you're like chasing, especially like Hidden Fates. It's a good time. Like they're so sick. But
Right.
you just like you weren't excited. I mean, obviously out of these other Pokemon, they're going to be fan favorites for a lot of people. They're probably like, "Oh my gosh, this was such a sick like the baby version of their Pokemon." But if they could have mixed it up a little bit with a few more that were just a little bit more popular before they got to that, I don't know. I
Yeah.
do like the shiny Zard in this. I was a big fan. I've pulled this in English and in Japanese.
It's
I like
cool.
the finish on the card, the shinies, you know, that they have that
Yeah.
nice look to them. But yeah, outside of that, I was also not really a fan of, but I thought they were kinda interesting was the black and gold cards at the end, the Eternatus V and V Max. Those were kinda sick, like, for the time when they came out.
Right.
But outside of that, yeah, it's just another set that just kinda fell a little flat for me.
Yeah, and it's just really interesting to me, like, Hidden Fates did a shiny set so well.
Yeah,
With
so
with
good.
the full art shinies and all that stuff, like, it felt like a real chase on those full arts, and they flipped it in Shining Fates, and then even in Paldean Fates, right? Like, the full art shinies don't really feel like chases to me at
Mhm.
all, and it's a strange choice to me. I mean, obviously, like, we can talk about the Bubble Mew ad nauseam, but, like, it's just a very interesting one. I mean, I'm sure we'll do a Sun and Moon ranking, and Hidden Fates will be spoiler probably very close to the top.
I don't know, that's such a good era too, though.
It
That's
is.
that'll be a tough episode.
Yeah.
So much with the tag teams and stuff. I can't wait till we do that one next. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And with that being at number 11, we get into the top 10.
Top 10.
Top 10. My number 10, Champion's Path. I moved it up a few more sets than you.
Yeah.
I am a huge fan of the Skinny Charizard art, the shiny. I like that. It's such a sick card. And you get 2 Charizard chases. For a small set, I was all in on that. Outside of that, it's a very small set. If you don't hit the Charizards, there's nothing you're really going for in there. You're cooked. It's, you're ending up with a suspicious food tin, That's
Yeah.
not what you want. You're not looking for that. You're not looking for the Grap Locked V. But the Zards, I think, are worth chasing.
They
I feel
carry it
like
for you.
that is still pretty cheap in today's market to rip, probably for that reason. But I think when we're talking about Phantasmal in a few years, there's other chases, but the Charizards are going to be the biggest one, and there's not that many outside of that for a modern set where we're at today. So I think this set has potential to be a little bit bigger. Obviously, the Zards aren't worth as much out of there as well, but it's such a cool Zard for wherever that sits today in a PSA 10. I haven't checked it recently, but and now
My
if
number
you
10.
cross off what I had at 14 and you had a 10 and you have a 10, what I had at 14, let's see.
I have Celebration.
My God.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This was a tough one
It
because
was.
I love celebrations. I love ripping celebrations. I think it is a very, very fun set to rip. There's a ton of hits. You're gonna get one of them if you rip a couple of packs. But at the end of the day, most of this set is reprints. And I don't really have an issue with reprints. When there is so many great arts in this era, it's really hard for me to put a card that has already been done before too much higher, right? Like some of the original arts in this set, the Gold Mew is awesome. It's a beautiful card. I really do like it. Like the little half art Mew is cool, right? Like it's stupid expensive in a 10 for whatever reason. the big fat Pikachu. I
Yeah.
love it, right? It's super nostalgic. The whole set is really nostalgic, right? Like it never feels bad hitting a gold star Umbreon out of a $3,000 pack, right? And like there's a lot of great cards, right? Like you hit your original Charizard, the original big three, Zekrom and Reshiram look awesome. Like it's awesome. It's a great walk through memory lane. I think it is a great homage to all of these great cards and great eras that came before it. But at the end of the day, it is still all reprints, right? They're not original arts to the era. And so that just dropped it down. And I don't hate the logo as much as a lot of people do. There's a lot of people have an issue with the giant stamp of the logo on the cards. I could take it or leave it. But I will say the Japanese version of the logo is much better in my opinion. I think it just works with the cards better. But yeah, that's kind of why I had it as low as I do. It's a really fun set and I love it, but when I put it against all the other stuff, I love the original artworks.
No, I get it. That makes a lot of sense. I said, "Oh my goodness," because I'm just curious how high you put battle styles. Like I'm waiting for this set to come out. Like, is this your top 5? I don't know what's happening right now. Number 9 for me is celebrations. I'm only one of you. I think you having that at 10, me having that at 9 might be like some people like, what are they talking about?
Right.
I was thinking this was like a turning point in like why people would think that we would put these so up towards the middle of the era, right? And I'm in the same boat as you. Like it is cool. You can pull a base Zard with the 25th stamp on it. The packs are so fun to rip. The cards look so nice, but you're chasing a reprint off of something that was or is iconic in the hobby, right? If you pulled all 25 of those cards, the original versions, you would be stoked on all of them, right? If you pulled all 25 of the original art cards in this set, you're upset that you didn't get anything unless you got the Mew. Is the surfing and the flying Pikachu cool cards? Yes,
Cool.
100%. And I like the fact that the original surfing and flying Pikachu, they built off of that and created full art cards, right? If they would have did that for the back half of this and took the original arts and made full arts of all 25 cards,
Would have been unreal.
celebrations would have been iconic set. Crazy, right? Because there's only really 2 full art cards in the back 25, being the Reshiram and the Zekrom. And if you look at the originals of those 2 cards versus the 25th celebration reprints, I do not like the glittery look they used for the shine on the cards. It just looks tacky to me. Like, I don't know. Not a fan of that. And they had a lot they could have did there. And I get it. Like you said, they're, paying respects to the classics throughout the entire Pokemon history, but there's something else they could have did there. And outside of that, the mute it does look sick.
It's really cool.
It's a cool card. Pikachu's I like, they don't really get the value. I like the idea of that better, turning a more iconic like Pikachu surfing, Pikachu flying like into full art cards like that. I think that's really cool. They kind of went very like nostalgic art into very cartoony with this. But I still was like, wow, these are sick. When I first saw them, I was like, wow, that's sick. And the VMAX where he's surfing like back on one foot,
Yeah.
cool art. It's just like left more to be desired. So a lot of fun to rip. I love chasing after the Charizard. The hit rates are not very great for the big cards, so it's a lot of fun to rip still. But 9 is where I had it. So that brings us to number 8.
I gotta do my number 9.
You do, because yours was 10.
10.
Number 9.
The wait is over.
Oh my gosh,
The
finally.
wait is over. I have Booty Styles. This
Jeez.
was the set that surprised me the most,
Okay.
right? Like I was talking earlier about how I like to really look into the sets and look at the arts and sets, especially that I'm like, this set is so terrible. And then you look and you're like, there's actually some banger cards in here. This is like the piece de resistance of that idea. There is some bangers in this set, man. The T-Tar, I always was like, it was going to be higher of that back end regardless because of that T-Tar. I love that Tyranitar so much.
Yep.
Amazing. I got a new appreciation for Pokemon that I didn't care about, but love the art from Black Bolt White Flare, right?
Mm.
There's a lot of Pokemon in there that I didn't care about at all. But they got some really cool cards, and I was like, I really like that card.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
This set did that with Urshifu for me. Some of these Urshifu cards, the alt arts are so banging. Like the red one, that's the like the single strike or whatever VMAX, amazing. The other VMAX one, also really cool. The Empoleon art is really sweet too, with the Phalanx on there. I also really like, you mentioned the Mimikyu with full art. The
Yeah.
Victini full art is really cool too. I love Houndoom, so that shiny Houndoom gold I think is really cool as well. The alt arts are just really good. Couple of really good trainer cards in here too, and the set is solid. It's a tough one to rip, but like the hits, they kind of stack up, and it really surprised me. So that's why I put it as high as I did. I think it's a slept on set. I don't think, obviously we're going to talk about the big dogs, but the ones below it, I like this more. Celebrations was one that kind of went back and forth with this, but again, the original arts in this set are really nice.
Yeah. This honestly might get a little dicey now. We have the same sets
Yeah.
available going into the top 8.
Yeah.
We'll see. This might
This
get
top 8 was very hard for
it
me.
was tough.
Just it was.
And I think a lot of this is just going to come down to personal preference. One card in the set that pushes it above another set for us, and it's going to be completely unrelated to what the other person thinks because this was more like nostalgic or like personalized for one person or the other.
Mhm.
I'll kick off the top 8. Number 8 for me, Chilling Reign. I like Chilling Reign a lot. This was tough to put here, but the chases are good. They're just, I mean, you got the Blaziken VMAX. It's a sick card. My favorite card in the set is the Galarian Moltres.
Me too.
That card is so good, right? You actually have all 3 birds, the Moltres being, in my opinion, the best of the 3. And then, you have the gold Snorlax, which was a really fun chase for people. This set at the time when it came out offered more chase cards than all the other sets in Sword and Shield up till this point, and gave people something to look forward to, so like more hope in pulling like a better card out of a set. And of course, features my favorite trainer, Melanie. She gets a full art and a rainbow, you know, just, taking care of that. And also, kind of like in the middle here, the Shadow Rider Calyrex V.
Fire card.
It's a sick card. That is such a sick card. And it's a bigger set as far as the amount of cards, which a lot of the
Mhm.
sets are kind of smaller leading up to this point throughout the era. I don't know. I mean, you also had the Rapidash in there. That card is sick. This is a good set.
It is an incredible set.
This is so tough. The top 8 are tough. So,
This is the hardest top 8 I've done
no.
since MySpace for sure. It was tough, and it really hurts me to say that I also had Chilling Reign at number 8. Looking at it now even, I'm just like, how is this number 8? It
Mhm.
is so good. Again, Galarian Moltres, one of my probably top 5 alt arts of the whole era. It is so cool. The Rapidash, like you said, is amazing. Zeraora is a cool one. I hate the Galarian Zapdos. It's terrible. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan. But that Shadow Rider Calyrex, very
Yeah,
cool.
that's sick.
Articuno's really cool. The Blaziken, I didn't like until I saw it in person. And then I was like, this is so cool, man. The texture and the treatment they do on it really, really sets that card off. And yeah, it's tough, man. These other sets are just so, so good.
Battle Styles, Chilling Reign, really the first 2 sets that introduced the alt arts
Mhm.
to the era, to Pokemon, and they just kind of kept getting better with time. So, Battle Styles into Chilling Reign obviously offering many more chases. My number 7 is a set that introduced the trainer gallery to Pokemon, and that is Brilliant Stars. I am a huge fan of Brilliant Stars. I mean, the front half, before you get into the trainer gallery, you have the Charizard. The Charizard's pretty iconic.
It is.
The V-New fight scene. It's awesome. Then you have the Arceus alt,
It's
also
a
just a
banger.
sick card. The golds for the birds are better in this set than I feel that they were in Chilling for like across all three. The Moltres and Chilling Rain, I like so much better. But
Yeah.
all three arts combined, if you took the three birds out of Chilling and three birds out of Brilliant, I like the gold birds there. Then you get into the trainer gallery and you have the evolutions, you have the Mimikyu, you have the Umbreon. It was just so good. It's obviously Umbreon is an evolution, but the Umbreon VMAX in that set was crazy when it came out.
Oh,
The
both of them are so
EV,
good.
yeah, it's so good. It was when the back half of this came out and they introduced the trainer galleries, it went so crazy. Pokemon at this point was just kind of starting to pick up again. Fusion Strike, Evolving Skies were both very solid sets. They came out right before this. Chilling as well, Battle Styles, and I feel like Chilling Rain actually at the time kind of got overshadowed
Mhm.
because the next set coming out was Evolving Skies. So it was like, oh, and people kind of at the time skipped it. And I know Chilling Rain has gained a lot of popularity since then, but Evo Skies has been popular since
Since it came
the
out.
since the release date, right? So Brilliant Stars, number 7. Where do you sit?
Wow. Number 7, I've got Silver Tempest.
Okay.
I like Silver Tempest, and this I struggled back and forth between this and Chilling Reign, to be honest. I think the Lugia alt is just phenomenal. It is an incredible, incredible card, and I think it carries this set to a lot higher number than it probably deserves to be. I think the other alts in the set are pretty passable. I think the Unknown is okay. It's like whatever. You got the Scun Tank, you got the Reggie Drago, like it's fine. But what saves it as well is, like you said, with Brilliant is the trainer gallery. There's some awesome trainer galleries in Silver Tempest. You got the Ray VMAX, which is a phenomenal card. I might even put that Ray over some Evo Rays.
Mm,
Given the day, I love the colors.
yeah.
I think it's a sweet card. I also really like the Blaziken cards. You got Melodic in there. It's a nice set. It's a nice set. I mean, it's solid, but I think at the end of the day, it is the weakest of the trainer gallery sets. So I put it at number 7.
I get it. I could see it. Number 6. Last set before we get into the top 5. I have Astral Radiance. I think this set was so good. You have the Origin Form Palkia with kind of the multiverse Inception type artwork. It's
Fire.
sick. I love that card. One of my top 10 in the set favorite cards, the Machamp. Huge fan,
Fantastic.
working hard, doing some dishes. Big fan of that card. The Origin Form Dialga, when I saw this card, it was kind of one of the outside of the Chilling Rain Rapidash. Really, none of the cards had like the bright colors like this. And obviously, those were more pastels they used there. This is going to be like that blue, green, orange. It was just crazy and not as expensive of a card still today,
Yeah.
but at the time, I was like, wow, this is pretty sick.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you get into the trainer gallery and absolutely just love this one too. You have the Starmie, the Ice Riders, the Shadow Riders. I feel like they did better here than almost in Chilling Rain to me.
Yep.
The birds just keep getting printed throughout this entire era. And the Galarian trainers or the trainer gallery versions of these,
They're sick.
it's so good. My gosh, it's so good.
They're
That
really sick.
man.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I'm with you because I also had Astral at 6.
oh, in this,
I think another one for you that you didn't call out is the Garchomp. I think
mm,
like this set did a really good job with the alts, and like they're not the most popular Pokemon, and I think that's why this set gets slept on a little bit. But man, they're good. They're really good cards, and like that Misty Starmie is it's phenomenal.
it's good. That
It's a
is a
really good card. That Garchomp, like I said, is amazing. The birds are really good. The Zacian card is really cool too. And then you got those alts. They're really nice. They're
yeah,
really, really nice.
I do agree. And the one thing about this era that we kind of don't touch base on outside of Vivid Voltage is
Hmm.
the rainbows. I mean, the rainbows were just they never really hit for me in this set. I wasn't really a big fan of the design of the
Yeah,
rainbow, like how they did it. Outside of that Pikachu rainbow, I mean, there's not many others that you're chasing out of this entire era. And
right.
they, kept it going through almost the entire era, if not the whole era. Top five.
Top 5 time.
Top five.
And
Where'd
this
you
o
go?
this only got harder from
It's
here.
These 5 are very difficult.
They
I don't
are.
know how many of these we will line up. We are at 5 sets, which is 2.5 times better than we did in the first one. So, we are a lot more on the same page so far in this one. What do you got? What do you got for 5?
Number 5, I've got Brilliant Stars. And I originally, when I had mocked up my list, this was like number 2 or 3 for me. I love the set. It's mainly like the Charizard's great, right? The Arceus is great. Both of those two alt arts are amazing, right? The Cynthia is cool as well, but it's the trainer gallery in this set, like you said, that is just so stacked. 2 Umbreon cards. I'm a big Umbreon guy, right? Both of them are fire. My favorite Mimikyu card of all time, and one of my favorite cards ever, the Mimikyu V Trainer Gallery. It is phenomenal. I love Courage the Cowardly Dog, and it reminds me so much of Courage the Cowardly Dog. And so when I saw that card for the first time, I was just like, that is incredibly cool. And I love those cards. The 2 Sylveon cards are great. Then you have Eevee, Jolteon, Vaporeon, Flareon. You got the Zekrom as well. It is just so stacked top to bottom, and I love it. It's a great set. It's a super fun set to rip as well because the trainer gallery is so good. And yeah, that's my number 5.
Makes sense. My number 5 is Lost Origin. We're gonna get dicey here. So, this will be interesting. Top 5 is gonna be interesting. I am a huge fan of the Giratina in this set.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Berserker in this set is done better than when it was the chase card in Rebel Clash out of the gold into like the actual card. There is not many other cards in the front half that I'm really going for outside of the Giratina. That's really like the chase, the Aerodactyl was okay in this for me. And then you get into the trainer gallery. And this trainer gallery is good. They brought kind of that black and gold where you had those chases earlier in the era into this set. Pikachu, Mew. They added in the Mew the outline of the pink when this came out. Absolutely awesome, like stunning. The actual trainer gallery cards before that are so good. You have 4 Pikachus. You have the regular, the V Max, and the black gold. So you're chasing 4 out of 30 are Pikachu cards. The Gengar is sick. The Snorlax is sick. The Charizard, I'm a big fan. Charizard's always getting into all these fights. He's this big tough guy. And, he's just, taking a nap, having a good time, playing around. It's a cool card. This gallery was good, and that's why I put this at 5. It probably could be higher, but the front half just left more to be desired for me. So that's where it ended up. I mean, the Guillotine is a great card. It is a very expensive card in a PSA 10, and I just, one more big chase probably would have pushed this up for me, but that's kind of where it landed.
Number 4. God, this was tough for me to do.
What do you got? What did you take into the top 3? What'd you get? Number 4.
I have Lost Origin.
Mm, okay.
And that was really hard for me because my favorite card of all time for a long time, the Giratina, still is probably top 2, top 3 of my favorite cards of all time. It was my biggest chase, by far the most money I ever spent chasing a card by a large margin
Yeah.
was that card. I love it. It is phenomenal. I also think the Aerodactyl is great, but I agree. I think the front half of this is just okay outside of those 2 cards. I think the Berserker's okay, but I hit the Berserker like 5 times before I hit the Giratina, and so I have a personal vendetta against that card. But the Trainer Gallery is fantastic. I think all 3 Pikachus are absolutely top tier cards. The Sleeping Pikachu is phenomenal, and then you got the V is amazing, and then the VMAX, they're just all so good. Gengar card, Charizard card, Snorlax, it's very good. But yeah, that was really the part that just set it apart for me is that front half is I was going back and forth with some of these other sets that are above it, and I was like, The other ones are just stacked.
I get it. I get it. My number 4, Silver Tempest.
Mm,
I am such a big fan of the Lugia. This card is so sick. It was one of the first cards where I looked, I'm like, wow, like this is a chase. Like
yeah,
this is a like all-time chase card. Lost O at number 5, the Giratina, it's a good art. This, the way that this was drawn is so good. And even the Lugia V, the regular Lugia V in the front half of the binder,
it's good.
it's good.
Yeah,
And alt art at the end, I mean, the V full art, take it or leave it on that one. But the regular V, the Lugia alt art, it's just so good. That along with a couple other cards in here. I mean, you had a few chases. It's very similar, right? The Lost Origin, Silver Tempest, you had really the one big chase. That's all you had. You know, you had a few other cards that you're looking at here, but you were chasing one big card. The reason that I was a bigger fan of this set is the trainer gallery for me. It didn't have the Pikachus, the Charizard, you know, the more popular Pokemon, but the V art I just thought was like so sick. And then you're also chasing like that Rayquaza out of here. Such a good card, that trainer gallery.
it's really good.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It was just so good. The Gardevoir, even the Jinx. Like I'm not a Jinx is like the biggest catfish Pokemon ever to me.
But the
And
card's pretty
the card's
sick.
sick. On that one, it's just like, okay, I get it. Like, I don't know. Somehow they even made Flaffy look cool in this. Like, I'm just
Yeah,
like, what is going on? So they turned Pokemon that I normally wouldn't think, kind of like how you're talking about Black Bolt, White Flare.
right.
This set for me was like, I don't care about any of these, but these cards are cool. Like, I like the art on these cards. The Altaria is a good card. Like, I think that was the biggest thing that pushed it up. Not necessarily like top tier Pokemon. They did great arts like they did in Lost Origin, but they turned Pokemon that I would never like actually be like, oh, these are great. And I'm like, wow, they did such a good job. And the Lugia going to be in my like top 3 alt arts of the entire era. It's so good. So I think top 3, we have the exact same 3 sets left. This might get a little crazy.
Really
We could still have 0 in line with each other. We could.
good.
It'd be tough,
I
but we could.
I would be shocked, but
It would be let's
what do
get
you
into it.
have? What do
What
you
do I
have?
have?
Yeah,
What do I have? Man, this was so tough. These 3 sets are so good. I think if I'm guessing right now, I think you're gonna have your number 3 and your number 2 flipped from what I okay? I put Fusion Strike at number 3.
I also put the fusion strike in.
I was wrong. I stand corrected. It doesn't happen very often. I was wrong. Fusion Strike, number 3. It's a great set.
It is.
The Mew V alt
Mhm.
art, where he's like mind controlling the Pokemon. This card is also in like my top 3 alt arts of the entire era. It's one of my favorites. I don't know why. I'm just like, man, this is so sick. The Mew VMAX alt art, take it or leave it for me. The Espeon in this set is so good. The
The
VMAX,
espeon is, I think, the best alt art of the era.
so
It
good.
is amazing. I'm a big Attack on Titan fan, and this just gives me Attack on Titan vibes like crazy. Like I have that connection to it as well. It is, I don't know.
I get
And then
it.
the Gengar.
And then you have the Gengar
There's some
VMAX
people
alt art.
there's some people who don't like the Gengar. I think they're crazy. I think that is such a banging card, dude. Just the composition of it, like it's just so over the top, and that's what like you would expect from a giant Gengar, right? And it's such a good card, man. There's a reason why it's so popular.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I think it's a good card. To me, when I first saw it, it just reminds me of like a theme park fun house.
I see that too.
You know what I mean? Like that's why, and I was just like, man, really? They could have did something. That's why when I compare this new Gengar that we just got in Ascended Heroes, and it's got more of that like monstery vibe
Mhm.
of like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't like it at first, and then when I thought about it, I'm like, wow, that is such a sick Gengar.
It is
When
really
I
cool.
saw this one, I was just like, you know, it just reminds me of that. Like, and that's kind of where it a little bit fell flat for me, but I the Gengar out of Fusion Strike is excellent. Like outside of me like having that like whatever reasoning behind it, great card, you
Yeah.
know. And I
And
don't
then
want
we didn't even get to talk about the Celebi. Like the
that's
Celebi
exactly
is,
what I was just gonna say.
my
I was
God,
like, I don't want to go without talking about the Celebi. This Celebi is so good.
it's so good. It's
And
like
it's
one of
a
the best Celebi cards we've ever
yeah,
gotten.
so good.
And then I even like the breakdancing Genesect. I like the card. It's sweet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I get that.
Like I think it's a cool card. Like
Cool card. You
it's
know, if
just
we're gonna
every
mention,
single one. The Inteleon, not
yeah.
a Pokemon I really care about. I didn't even realize that. I didn't even know where the Pokemon was on the card for the longest time. And then I finally saw it in person and got to look at it up close, and I understood the card more. It's a pretty
Yeah.
cool card,
Yeah.
and they just really didn't miss outside of the Squirrel and the Sandaconda. Like they're pretty tragic.
Yeah.
Like
It's
if you hit an alt and those are the one that's what you hit, it's like you're pretty down bad.
yeah. I mean, Serena's. You're not really looking for that Serena either. That's I'm not looking for that.
Right.
Item cards in here. The Tums card. Big fan. I don't know why. So sick. Power tablet, baby, all day. I don't know why. Sick card.
The Mentos.
Yeah, little Fruit Loops in a little mini M&M's bottle. Love it. Love it. Great set. Well, now that we aligned on that set, now I really think all top 3 we're going to have kind of in common here.
Yeah, I
So,
mean I almost did it.
did you really?
I I almost did it. I really, really struggled with it. I was like,
It's a great set.
do
It is a
I?
great set. Is it better than the number 1? No, I don't think so. It is such a good set, though. There's so many good arts, so many chase cards, great hit rates.
And yeah, if you
If
don't know already,
you
number
don't know,
2, we both have Crown Zenith.
it's such a good set.
It's incredible. I mean, this is the set. I have people come to my stream every single day and they say, "Oh, I'm new to the hobby. I just came back. What set do you recommend that I rip?" Right? If I can buy 5 packs of something, what should I buy? Without hesitation, every single time I say Crown Zenith. It is by far the best set to rip. There is so many great cards. You can't even list them all. It is phenomenal. The first half of it is great. And then the Galarian Gallery is just absolutely iconic. The best gold cards of all time. And and then you have all the silver border cards are phenomenal as well. It's just
Yeah.
it's a special set.
In the front half, I mean, you have, like you said, it's the set is stacked, but you have the Radiant Zard, fire. You have a card. So there's only one card because the numbers go up to 159 in this set. There's only one card in the front half. Pikachu, number 160. I love that Pikachu card. It's so sick.
It's a phenomenal Pikachu.
I love the way that they made this set. Like the whole thing's Trainer Gallery
Yep.
or the whole thing's Galarian Gallery.
Galarian Gallery. Yeah.
They changed the name in this one. And so you just have that one Pikachu as the back half of the front. And I thought that was sick. The back half, 70 cards. They were typically doing like 30, and all 70 cards minus a handful are good chases.
Yeah, I mean, they're all great. And they did something really special in this set that when I started ripping it, like there's so many different things to collect in this set. They did a whole binder page of a connecting art. So you have 9 artworks that all connect as one. And what a fun chase, right? That's just like a secondary chase for you. Just great. And then you basically just it's a collection of alt arts essentially.
Yeah,
And they crushed it. I mean, like the Leafeon card is
that's
probably
good.
one of, if not my favorite Leafeon card of all time.
I don't know. We have a really good Leafeon in the next set.
We do.
My favorites.
I
We'll get
just
into that.
I've
I get
always
what
had
you're
an
saying, though.
issue with, and I'll talk about it a little bit in the next set, but I've always had a little bit of an issue with VMAX Pokemon. I think they're cool, but ultimately I prefer like the normal size of the Pokemon, like when they
Okay.
look their normal size, and that Leafeon just surrounded by all the plants and everything. It's just I don't know, it crushes for me.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean those the like 9 connecting art cards, of course, when you were chasing this in Japanese, the only way you could hit that is out of the God pack and
Right.
get 9 cards. Super fun chase. There's a couple like outlier Pokemon in here where I thought the art was really good as well, like the Magmortar, where they're sitting around the fireplace. I'm a big fan of that one. The Keldeo, like kind of
Phenomenal.
like sitting out in the Milky Way type look, like
Yep.
vibe.
The legendary
That's
dogs are amazing.
dogs. The Mew, the sleeping Mew, fire.
Incredible.
It's so
My
good.
god.
It's even the Ditto. Not
Yeah.
huge on, like Ditto cards outside of the sticker, but man, it's so
I
good.
no, I know. I mean, you just look at the list and it's just like
Yeah, going
I could
through.
literally just be like, you know, of course, the Darkrai. I love the Darkrai. It's
Yeah,
amazing, you know? You could go the Lapras is cool. The 3 Deoxys cards, all bangers.
yeah,
You know, it's just you could just do that to every single card in the set pretty much.
yeah.
It is special. And then you have the ripping experience on top of it is so fun. It's so good. This is the set. It's like if you're getting slammed by the next set we're about to talk about, you're like, okay, I need a little pick me up.
I need to come back to this one and do a little 10-pack rip so I can get like 5 hits and then
Yeah.
set here. The golds in this set though, this Giratina
Oh,
is so good.
it's
It's
phenomenal.
so tough when you have the alt art out of Lost Origin and this one in the same era. This with the gold, like you said, these are the best golds of probably all time in Pokemon. Unreal. These are so good. All 4 of them actually, but the Arceus and the Giratina for me are just
Incredible.
man, they're so good. And they printed alt arts of both of these Pokemon throughout the era, and these gold cards still, I was just like, "Wow." And what a way to end the era, right? This
Mhm.
being the last set of Sword and Shield.
Just a mic drop.
My gosh, even the Luminion, you
I
know?
know.
Who cares about a Luminia? It's so sick the
I
way
know.
that it's so good.
Yeah,
Look
it's
at these cards.
phenomenal.
Wow, what 'cause you think about that, right? Like, we talked about earlier sets, what they coulda did like Pokemon Go, they coulda did this differently, it would have been better.
They did it
Crown
all.
they crushed it. They nailed it.
Yep.
It couldn't have been better. It
No
was such a
notes.
set. Yeah. Congratulations, team. You did it. You
Yeah.
100%, you got a A. Brings us in to number 1, not really a surprise, was tough to put here. If you went by ripping experience alone, this would be dead last in the era. It is so tough. It's such a hard hit set. It's so good though. Of course, number 1, we both have Evolving Skies. The chases, the set, it's such a big set. The alt arts got so good. Obviously, you have all of the evolutions, V and V Max alt arts on all of them. I mean,
I
man,
mean, they put all the juice into this. They put every ounce of juice in this set. It is just phenomenal. Just
it's good.
absolutely incredible. Not just the evolutions either. Obviously, I love the Umbreon cards.
Mhm.
As an Umbreon guy, all 4 or 5 of the Umbreon cards in this set, I like.
The Umbreon on a wall, which most people think is stairs,
Yep.
but if you look at it, it's actually a brick wall that he's standing on.
It is it's my favorite. I like it mo the Moonbreon's great, but
I think,
the
to me,
the
he's at
Walbreon is
the Walbreon. I like it.
that is, that's my favorite,
I feel like
and
he's out there.
it goes back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
I think seeing that Umbreon at a size that, is normal for the Pokemon versus the giant Umbreon that's as big as a building. I don't know. I like this one more. I like the stance more. It's just great, and I even like it for like the Ray Ray. I like the Ray Ray V more than the Ray Ray V Max. I think that the scale next to the trainer I think is really effective. The Espeon V is really good as well. The Glaceon V, all the Vs, I just connect to those arts a little bit more, and I just love them. Obviously, the V Maxes are amazing, right?
They're
Like
good.
it's hard to be like
It is. I do see what you're saying though, and like for me, the Umbreon I get what you're saying, normal size, in comparison to the moon. The moonbreon, specifically for me, I'm not like over the top. Take it or leave it for me. I know it's the biggest chase card in the era,
Yeah.
but the V for me is so much better. I feel like he's out here handling his business, called everybody together for a team meeting.
Mhm.
Here he's like, "Hey, listen up. This is what's gonna happen." I don't know. That art is so sick.
It is.
I don't know. I will say Rayquaza VMAX for me. It's yes, like it's a larger Pokemon, but in the grand scheme of the card, like flying through a forest like that, he doesn't look as big as like say the Moonbreon does on a building reaching up and touching the moon. He just looks like he's,
Right.
flying through a forest. So it's like you don't really get lost in the bigger size on that one. I mean, he's obviously still much bigger than the trees, but I don't mind it as much in that one. I really like the art in that VMAX. Sylveon VMAX of the
Fire.
evolutions is probably my second favorite. My favorite VMAX is Leafeon.
It's
I
great.
don't know. Rolling the hay. It is, man, what a sick Leafeon card.
It is
It's
very good.
so good. That's probably one of my favorite cards in the entire set, if not my most favorite card in the entire set. It's
Yeah, and I think that there's some unsung heroes in this set though. I think the Dragonite alt art is really, really great as well. I think it's like outside of the rays and the evolutions, I think some of these get kind of slept on. Still, the Dragonite is still an expensive card, of course, but
right.
then there's like a card like the Noivern.
It's so good.
It's so sick. Like
Gives you Batman vibes.
like
So
That's
good.
fire. Like, that's
Yeah.
such a fire card, and I even like the Golurk. Like, the Golurk is a
The
cool card. Like,
the
am I gonna
Golurk
be
is
a
a cool
am I gonna
card.
be stoked about
Yeah,
pulling
yeah.
that? Probably not, but, like, still a cool card.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna be more stoked than pulling, some of the like, Arctivish, V.
Yeah, I
S
have terrible history with that thing. Who even is that? Where did that come from?
What's going on here? Yeah, I'm like, "No, I'll take a Golurk all day over that," you know?
Yeah,
He's out there putting in work, carrying trees, about to build some stuff. It's like
fire.
I like that card. It reminds me of, like, the
The Iron Giant.
Iron Giant, yeah,
Yeah,
1000%.
it's great.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I mean, the Dragonite card, it's obviously good. I like the, like, backwards flying motion on the card. There's just so much that this set offers.
Such an iconic set.
I'm with you, though. The V alt arts, they're so good.
I just think they have so much more like charm and character, right? Like obviously I think that Sylveon VMAX card is beautiful. I think it's sweet, but like I like the Sylveon V more. Like just
Yeah,
in the little bakery, like it's so much more like if I were to have a Pokemon, that's like what I identify with that a little bit more, right? Like I feel like that's like how I envision the Pokemon, right? Or like the Espeon with the books, right? Like that's
that's such
sweet.
a good
Obviously, I
card.
said I love the Espeon VMAX.
Yes.
Also, I don't know why that's in Fusion Strike and not here, but whatever. Like, but like, that's a great card. The Glaceon V is soul fire, just sitting on the bench in the snow. Like that, like I look at that and I'm just like, I love that.
Yeah, and it's like you kinda lose that from the Glaceon V to the V Max because the
Right.
V, it's, like, so much more of, like, a real scene. You
Hmm.
look at the V Max, they got so much more cartoon, and I feel like they thought that would hit so much harder, right? You're adding a Pikachu in there, and you got more Pokemon in the scene, and, like, it's a more playful card,
It's a
and
cool
me
card, don't get me wrong. I
but the
just like
V is just
it
so
doesn't
good.
scream Glaceon to me,
Yeah,
right? So it's like I'm not like, wow, that's ice. Where's the ice? Like so that's like where I like kind of struggle with that, right? I'm just like,
yeah.
okay, I mean that's cool, but
I mean, walking on a lake, but being a VMAX, it's like the lake looks like a puddle.
right,
It's so big, you get drawn out of the proportion of, with the characters once again. Man, this Espeon with the books though,
fire.
bang. That is such a good card.
It is.
And there's so much to chase in here, and obviously that's why this is the best set of the era. No doubt about it. Is it tough to pull any of the cards we just talked about? Yes.
Absolutely impossible.
It's miserable. So, they don't call it evolving cries for nothing. You could rip 100 packs and, like, see absolutely 0 cards. It's the opposite of Crown. I don't even have words for how
Yeah.
terrible the set has been to some people. I've seen them rip hundreds of packs and just
It's just
torched,
brutal.
torched. I've also seen people open one ETB and hit a moonbreon and a Rayquaza booster box, in the same box, like that. You've had some amazing.
I've had some one pack snipes people buy
Yeah,
a single pack and they hit the moonbreon. So it's,
crazy. It is what it is. But awesome set, great set, worth chasing. Tons of cards out of here, and that puts our new record to 8.
wow.
We had 8 out of the 17 sets, right?
Surprised. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess it was very Sword and Shield is very like the tale of two halves, right? Like
yeah.
there is a distinct drop off in quality at one point, or I guess an uptick in quality, right? Because it's the end of the era for the most part, is where most of the good sets are. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't know.
it's a tough question too, so, do you value the opening experience of Crown or the card value of Evolving Skies? Both sets have great art, it's kinda like a question for everybody. Like,
Yeah,
what do you prefer? Would you rather if you had, the unlimited funds to rip 100 packs of each, which one would you go with?
mm,
Would you do, Evolving Skies because you have the upside potential of so many more expensive cards? Or would you do Crown because you're gonna get so many more hits? If
I
money was the object, because obviously the packs are much different in price,
right.
but if you were gonna rip 100 of each, which one would you do, it's tough, but I would be ripping Evolving
I
Skies.
would too.
I would be going after some of these cards that I feel like are the best in the era versus, the great hit rates. I think that Crown is a lot of fun, great
Yep.
hearts, but I'm going Evolving Skies.
Yeah, me too. And I think the main thing there is like I've probably mastered Crown a couple of times over
Yeah,
through ripping because I love it. So I just keep ripping it. And I've only hit for myself personally a handful of alt arts out of Evolving Skies. And the feeling of hitting one of those alts is it.
much more dopamine for
Oh yeah,
sure.
for sure.
If you had to pick one set out of the entire era that you would call the sleeper set, which set would you give that award to?
Brilliant stars.
Brilliant Stars, I would say Astral. I feel like Astral is so undervalued for what the set offers.
Yep.
And for whatever reason, I mean, Brilliant Stars, Astral, Silver Tea, I think all three of those could be in that same category. I think the packs are cheap enough where you can rip and you're chasing very, very good cards. Some of the best alts in the entire era. And I just think there's a lot of room to grow on those. 5 years from now, I think it's a different conversation what those three sets look like price wise.
Right.
Well, I have one question to ask then for everybody's watching. Where do you guys side for the biggest chase out of the era?
Mm.
Are you Moonbreon, Lugia, Gengar, Giratina? So many great alt art chases in this set. So many huge cards. Where does that sit for you?
I'm excited to see those answers. I think that should
Tell us
be
in the
it
comments.
should be an interesting.
It'll be a good debate for sure, and
Yeah,
I'm sure we'll see some off the wall stuff. I mean, a lot of people, there's a fan for every Pokemon out there, so we'll see what people really thought of this era.
for sure. Well, we are coming up on 1 year of the podcast now. I can't believe it. That's
Right?
insane. So for those of you guys who are listening, watching, thank you guys for being with us for this year. We need your help though.
Mm.
What has been your favorite episode or couple episodes or segments that we've done? And what would you like to see more of so that in this next year of episodes and next year of work that we do, we can start folding more of that into the episodes and just kind of make this an even more enjoyable experience. It's been a ton of fun for us. So we appreciate you guys being along for the ride and we're excited for another year of this.
Truly appreciate it. It's been crazy to see the community around this grow and people just complimenting us when they see us at shows and really talking about it. And in 2025 we were so busy. 2026 we're already scheduled twice as busy, but we're really putting in an effort to put out more episodes for everybody that's watching. We appreciate you guys and girls putting in the time to watch the stuff that we make, and If you see us out and about, just say hi,
Yeah.
let us know in the comments what you think. That'll really help us kind of grow the content that everybody's looking for. Can't wait till the next one, the third installment of this mini series
I know
here.
I am too, I think.
Sun and
Sun and
Moon,
Moon
baby.
is one of my
It'll be
favorite,
good.
if not my favorite era. It's gonna be a really, really tough one for me. Well, we will see you guys in the next episode. Be sure to hang out with us on Whatnot, on all of our socials and everything. And we'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching.
See ya.